Hello everyone, and welcome to another installment of Caleb's Vlogs. So, glad to see ya. So of course, if you hadn't noticed, Saturday we ended up not being able to post Master Debaters, which, I mean, they don't seem to be hugely popular. I mean, the Caleb Vlogs aren't hugely popular either, but we still want to do it. It's just, this weekend was just eventful. But, and maybe I'll go over that in a future Caleb's Vlogs. But before I get into that, and all the news and story and whatever, let's go ahead and do my segment, Definitions with Caleb. So today's word of the day is one of my favorites, actually. And this word is cumbrella. A condom. An umbrella for your penis, preventing the semen from going outside. Do you have protection? A cumbrella? Yeah, I've already put it on. Cumbrella. That was the word cumbrella. I think that's the most hilarious word for condom I've ever heard. Cumbrella. So today I thought I'd share with you a little story. Oh man, over the, 2 days ago, Andre made me watch this series of music videos made by R. Kelly. If you haven't checked these out, you definitely should. Just so you have an idea what I'm talking about. But this is a series of 50 or so songs that basically give you a story. It's called Trapped in the Closet by R. Kelly. A long story. And like I said, about 50 songs long. Now, after I watched the first 30 or so, I went ahead and went over my synopsis, let's say, of it. And we filmed it, and I thought I'd share that with you guys. I hope you enjoy. I'm fucking pissed. Audience, I'm pissed off about this story. So this man wakes up, and he's in this woman's bed, and he cheated on his wife. The wife's like, oh, or no, the woman that he woke up with is like, oh, how nice. Her husband comes home. He runs into the closet. Husband comes in, he's a pastor, and they start making out. They're gonna have sex. It's nice, good old sex. The man's in the closet. He's confused as to what's going on. The husband is, just making out while the dude in the closet's phone rings. The pastor stops, and he gets up, and he looks around the room. He's angry. He's like, there's somebody here. He opens the closet. Open the closet. He's coming close to the closet. He's getting closer to the closet. He's there at the closet. He opens the closet, and they see each other.
Caleb.
Somehow the dude in the closet has a gun. I don't know where he got it from. He has a gun now. And he's just like, alright, let's be cool about this, everyone. Everything's fine. I didn't know she had a man. The pastor's pissed off. The pastor's like, I knew you were cheating on me, but I was trying to be a Christian about this. So he's like, you know what? I'm not going to be the only one heartbroken here. So he calls someone. And he's like, get over here. So, someone comes in. And it's this dude. Turns out the pastor's been cheating on his wife with this dude. Oh, plot twist. The wife's pissed off. Why is she pissed off? I don't know. She cheated on him first. Or maybe not first. But doesn't matter. They're both pissed off at each other. The dude's there. The dude in the closet's there. Everyone's yelling at each other. And eventually, the dude in the closet leaves. He drives home. On the way home, he gets pulled over by a cop.
Sing it, Caleb.
I ain't singing nothing
No,
right
you should
now.
sing it.
I don't even know how to sing it. He gets pulled over by a cop.
You got pulled over by a cop.
Got pulled over by a cop. And fucking angry. Gets pulled over by a cop. got pulled over cop because he was doing 60 in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. And I don't know. Did
I
he
got an emergency.
Yeah, and the dude was saying that he had an emergency. The dude cop said no excuses. I don't know if he got a ticket or not. I wasn't listening right
He
then.
did get a ticket.
He got a ticket. So then he went home.
And I got a ticket.
He went home to his wife. And he's just like, oh, you know, all good. Everything's good.
I had a crazy night.
So I'm like, yeah, he had a crazy night. He and the wife.
Made you cherry pie.
That's not. We're not at this point yet.
I know, we're getting there.
He is making out with his wife. He's gonna have sex with his wife. He goes over to the bed. There's a used condom on the bed.
There's a condom.
Oh my god, the wife was cheating on him. He's pissed off. Why is he pissed off? I don't know. He was just cheating on his wife.
Cheating on his wife.
But he's there. And now they're pissed off at each other, yelling at each other. Then they go over
Then
like,
her brother comes in.
hey, stop interrupting me. I'm pissed off and I'm going through this. So, and then his brother comes in who just got out of prison.
Out of prison.
And they're all having a good time. They're laughing now because of they're going over this terrible story that they have. The cop arrives. That pulled him over. He arrives. He goes in through the back door. He is afraid that something's wrong is happening.
Someone's
so
crying.
he thinks that someone's crying when they're really laughing. He busts into the room. And the dude who was in the closet originally, what's his name? Sylvester? Sylvester is like, what are you doing in my house? Turns out the wife was cheating on him with the cop. Whoa, what a coincidence. So, they're pissed
Cheating
off.
on with the cops.
They're yelling at each other. They're going on and on and on. Eventually the cop leaves.
I pull out my gun.
Yeah, he threatens the cop leaves.
You forgot about her brother getting shot.
Oh yeah, her brother gets shot from the prison. Anyway,
I just need a bathroom.
so he went, he calls, the cop is going home now, he calls up his wife. The wife has a stupid southern accent. But
Cherry pie.
they're just like, oh, I love you so much. I made you a cherry pie. Delicious. He goes home, the cop goes home to his southern
My
wife.
favorite pie.
And he goes in, and he's just like, they're being all lovey-dovey, and then he hears a thump, or something.
Thump.
And he's just like, whoa, have you been cheating on me? He thinks that there's someone there. Because, of course, she
Why
was
would he
cheating
guess
on him.
that?
So, he's going through the house, through the kitchen, looking for it. And he looks at the pie, and he's like, wait a minute, this is cherry pie. And there's a piece missing.
There's
And
a
his
piece
wife
missing.
is allergic to cherry pie.
Allergic.
So now he's pissed. He knows there's something going down. He opens up the cabinet door, and there's a midget there.
There's a midget.
There's a
with
midget there,
gun.
whose name is Big Man.
Big man.
His name is Big Man.
Midget.
How ironic.
Because he's so well endowed.
Yeah. So, and Big Man's a stripper.
Of course.
And he's freaking out. He's gonna shoot the midget.
Gotta shoot that midget.
The southern girl calls Sylvester's wife, because they're friends, and somehow the wife gets Sylvester and his brother to come over to the house and help.
But then they all pull out guns.
They all have guns. The wife has a shotgun. The cop has a gun. The only one who doesn't have a gun here is Big Man,
But he shits himself.
and he craps himself because he's afraid.
He really does.
So they're all yelling at each other. They're all freaking out, and I'm blanking on what happens next. But eventually, they all leave. The cop. Oh, turns out the cop's wife is pregnant
With the midget's baby.
with the midget's baby. Next scene. What's the next scene?
The diner.
Okay, yeah. So then all of a sudden, Sylvester and his brother
In-law. Brother-in-law.
are back at
With several women.
and they're going to this diner because apparently this chick owes Sylvester money.
Money.
We completely diverted off the course of the story, but anyway, he goes in talking to the girl who owes him money, and freaking they're chatting in this diner and having dinner while the brother's in the car
The waitress.
outside waiting. the waitress comes up. They're all like, "Oh, it's busy in here. Haha, small talk. That's pointless to the story."
What would you have to drink?
And
Some vodka. I hear you, girl.
and freaking he says that he feels like he knows who the waitress is. He
I
feels
know you.
Like, feel like he's met her before.
I met you before.
So he says he feels like he knows the waitress from somewhere.
I definitely know you from somewhere.
And the brother's in the car, and he's trying to figure out where his ex-girlfriend is before he went to prison.
Where's that bitch?
Turns out, plot twist, the waitress is his ex-girlfriend from prison. before
Oh
prison.
snap! Hash browns.
Then the freaking brother goes into the freaking restaurant, and the Sylvester is like, "I definitely feel like I know you from somewhere."
But then he pulled out his gun.
And he didn't just then. The waitress is backing up because she's scared. Because he's like, "Oh crap, maybe he knows me." And then the brother busts in, and he's
But there
like,
was another girl there the whole time.
"There's another girl there
Her
too."
name was Tina.
Tina was the girlfriend's name.
Yeah.
Roxanne was the other girl's name.
But they were dating each other.
We haven't gotten to that point yet. Stop spoiling things. So the brother busts into the restaurant,
The restaurant.
and they're all screaming at each other. They're all fighting, and
I ain't talking about chicken and biscuits.
and
Biatch.
and they're basically, the brother wants to know what happened to land him in prison, because the two ladies know. So basically, they go over the story.
Drug deal.
It was a drug deal. Dude, the brother was acting like an idiot.
The package.
He was driving. Basically,
The package.
they were driving home. No, they were driving to wherever this drug deal was going to happen. The brother was drunk, and he was acting like an idiot and swerving all over the place. Cops were chasing him,
Flashback.
and he was saying that he wasn't going to stop. He kept going. There were helicopters after him and everything.
Helicopters.
The girls were freaking out. The cops got him, and they took him to the place, and that's how he got landed in prison. I don't know why he was confused about that, but whatever. But
Amnesia.
he was freaking out with the two ladies in the present day. He's angry. He's yelling at them, and it turns out
Pull out his gun.
the ex-girlfriend was pregnant the whole time at the drug scene.
Oh baby.
That was 3 years ago. And now he's just like, "How do you know it's my child?" And she starts
It's
freaking
got
out.
his nose.
And she starts freaking out about, what do you mean, how do you know if it's your child? And
It's got his eyes.
and she and Roxanne are like, "Don't worry, girl, I know he was gonna act up this way."
Maury.
And they're fighting.
Intermission.
So they're fighting, and the brother goes up, and he's just like, "All right, girl, we'll work this out because we got a kid together." And then the Roxanne
Shocker.
kisses the girl. She's like, "I'm fucking her now."
Sarah.
Boom. That's where that scene ends. Like, oh, she's a lesbian the whole time.
Old people.
Then they comes back, and they're like,
You forgot the old
"I'm not going
people.
over the old people. They're completely pointless.
No, they're
Their
not.
existence is nothing."
They're that guy's parents.
They're nothing.
They're important.
They only are important at the end where they.
But you still have to bring them into the story.
No, I don't.
Because that was foreshadowing.
No, I don't. So,
Something.
They-
Hallelujah.
so they're like, so
They're like,
so like, they're at the diner, and he's like, they're pissed off.
I ain't talking about chicken and gravy, biatch.
They're pissed off. They're leaving. They leave the diner, and they're just like, "Man, I would have." The brother was like, "You should have shot him." The brother,
Shot him.
But Sylvester was just like, "No, we shouldn't do that. You're lucky. They're lucky that I like that stuff." So they're driving away, and then where am I at? Then
I don't know.
I don't freaking remember how to say that. Then I'm gonna say after that, we go back to the pastor, and freaking the pastor is having this whole church sermon, and how everything's great, and then he gets a call.
Everything's great.
And he gets a call, and
Oh, ring,
he
ring.
leaves. He leaves to go to his office, and he talks and to Chuck, the guy who he's gay with.
Hallelujah.
And he's just like, oh, you know, Chuck, you're great. You're awesome, but I love my wife. And Chuck's crying. He's like, oh,
But I'm gay.
but you know, when we were having sex, you said that I was your dream come true and all this stuff. And the priest,
Broken promises.
and the priest is just like, I'm sorry, I love my wife. And then the wife comes in to the office, and he's just like, listen, I gotta let you go. And he puts the phone down. He thought he'd hang up, but he didn't hang up. It was on speakerphone.
All speakerphone.
And the wife was just like, who are you talking to? And he was just like, oh, no one. And then Chuck yells, I need you.
I need you.
And then the wife is yelling and screaming at Chuck.
I'm
And
very
Chuck,
upset.
Chuck is freaking out yelling at the wife. And everybody's yelling at each other. And then, freaking... And then freaking the Chuck says something along the lines of, well, you know what? No, wait, no, the wife leaves. And then Chuck and what's the priest's name? The priest are like talking, and they're just like, you know, I can't.
Undisclosed name.
I can't see you anymore. And Chuck's just like, I'm in the hospital.
AIDS.
And then that's where that ends. And then we get to the old people. We get to the old people, and it's like, apparently this old guy was in the closet the whole time in the priest's office.
I heard everything.
Listen to this whole thing, and he's talking to his wife about it, and he's just like, he got the package. Why did he get the package? I don't know,
It
audience.
was UPS.
What does that mean? There's no
UPS.
package. There's no package
Maybe
here.
FedEx.
I assume gay sex is what he means, but I don't know.
Euphemism.
He got the package. He got the package. So he explains to the
Euphemism for
wife.
Gay sex.
He explains to the wife exactly what he heard, and the wife is just like, "Oh, we got the package," and the husband's like, "Oh, I told you. I still don't know what the package means."
Hallelujah.
Then basically, there's this whole scene where he goes and talks to this Italian guy. I have no idea.
Wait, who talks to the Italian guy?
Sylvester. Sylvester.
That's the main character in the closet.
When we get back to Sylvester, he and his brother go back to
Brother-in-law.
this Italian guy.
It's his brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law, and they're talking to this Italian guy. I have no idea why. I don't know. I don't understand what's happening at that point. He's basically, they're making some sort of deal to...
They're gonna rob him.
Well, they first make a deal acting
Remember
like
this ain't
he's
the
gonna
movies.
he's gonna own his own pasta shop,
Pasta factory.
and the Italian guy's like, I'm
A
not
whole
having
pasta
this.
factory.
Then Sylvester's gonna rob the guy, but then I don't understand what happens because at the end of it they're cool. It's like
Everybody's cool.
he's just like, oh, that guy.
But that guy fell asleep.
Yeah, his brother fell asleep at
Then
some
he got in a
point.
fight with the bouncer while he was sleeping.
Yeah, anyway, so, and then at the very end, all the people are basically calling each other saying,
On the phone.
did you hear about this priest? He got the package.
Everybody got the package.
And that's the end. The most useless, like, 3 hours, or whatever, of my life. And I'm pissed off
But
about
there
it.
was a midget.
I'm pissed.
But there
Off
was
about
a
it.
midget.
I hate everything. Life is pointless.
Just lay down, Caleb. You're
That
freaking out.
There was a midget.
What is wrong with people? Humanity is a lie.
It isn't Caleb.
Everyone sucks. I hate it all.
Wait, why do you have headphones? That are just like.
I hate it all.
You hit me
Life
with the.
sucks. This is the worst thing I've ever experienced in my 20 years.
You mean 5?
And I hate it.
But there was a midget.
Back to you, Caleb, 2 days from now.
So Caleb, what was the package?
I don't fucking know what the package was.
It was.
He got the package.
He got
He
it.
got the fucking package.
Can you describe said package?
Damn it, Jen.
It was the gay priest who got the package.
He got the package. He got the package. Did you hear? He got the package. You hear about this priest? He got the package. He got the package. Did you hear? Did you hear about him? Oh, he got the package. Fuck you. Turn it off, Matthew. I'm done.
Wait, did he get the package?
So yeah, that was the story. That was that. I was just so frustrated with it because, I mean, it's just the story is just so pointless, and it says things that are completely moot to the story. It has nothing to do with anything. But what I'll do is in the link, I'll leave a link in the description to like the first one, and you can go ahead and look at the other ones, of course. But but it's funny. In all honesty, But it's funny. In all honesty, damn it. But it's funny. In all honesty, it is pretty entertaining. I definitely something that I should recommend watching. Of course, it'll take you a couple hours. There's a lot of really long music videos, but you know, hope you enjoy that. So next week, when I do another Caleb's Vlogs, I'll try to go ahead and film another Master Debaters as well over the weekend. Me and George are currently still looking for apartments, so that's where some of my time is spent up. We're doing that on weekends, of course, and whatnot, but yeah. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Caleb's Vlogs, and I hope you look forward to the next one. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all stuff that really just helps me out, lets me know that what I'm doing is liked, pretty much. So, and what we are doing, of course. So, guys, you have yourself a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.